Hello, it's college football time again. Good news, bad news situation. Since you're seeing my face, bad news is the professor is still out of commission. If you've been following the channel, you know he hasn't been feeling well recently, and he's still laid up in bed. So he's asked me to step in again and help out. He's getting better, but he just needs more time to recover. So he will be back soon. If you want to send him some good wishes, please do so at professormj@hotmail.com. I am sure he'd love to hear the support. All right, the good news. He's still churning out picks for this weekend, and I'm here to relay a few of them to you. So, all right, let's start with a recap. So last week we went 2-1 in the free picks, and we went 6-4 overall, including the premium picks. And if Duke would have, okay, time to move on. So anyway, another profitable weekend. That's 3 profitable weekends in a row and 4 of the last 5. So let's keep it going. This Saturday only has 40 games, so it's a popular week for buys. One of the most important games is like the 35th top 5 matchup this year, what seems like. And that's number 4 Ohio State heading into Happy Valley to take on number 3 Penn State at noon. I expect this to be a defensive battle, not just because of all the offensive injuries and the question marks for both teams, but because their defenses are also ranked in the top 5 in the nation. So I expect they're going to hold each other in check and get off to kind of a slow start. Now, currently the total sits about 45 for the full game. The first half is 22.5, and some places 23.5. And the first quarter is at 10. So I like all of these unders. But I think we should attack the under 10 points in the first quarter. And here's why. All right, last week, Ohio State came out kind of sluggish against Nebraska. They kind of played with their food a little and escaped with a win. Maybe they're still suffering a hangover from Oregon. It's the first time all year that they failed to get 300 yards of offense. So it just didn't seem like they're clicking. And losing another offensive lineman didn't help them any. This week, with the uncertainty about whether or not Penn State quarterback Drew Aller is going to play, I think really kind of puts a question mark on things. And, both teams are going to have to feel each other out. They're going to start the game by probably running the ball and thus running the clock. If it is Pribula that takes the snaps for Penn State, that's definitely going to mean more running clock. I actually think also with the O-line problems that Ohio State is having, that means quarterback Will Howard on the Buckeye side is going to have to run more himself. Side tip, I'm on the over 15.5 rushing yards for Will Howard for this week as well. Now, let's look at the numbers. Penn State is notorious for its slow starts. They are only averaging 3.4 in the first quarter. And if you take out the Western Michigan thrashing by Ohio State, they are only averaging right at 6 points themselves. And really, both of their defenses have played well, actually shutting out opponents half the time in that first frame. Now, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. The full game total is at 45, 45.5. Now, 45 is a key number, so I would lean under there. If it gets lower than 45, I start to shy away a little. So now, the real reason we avoid the full game is look at that third quarter disparity. Penn State has outscored their opponents in the third quarter 66-6, and Ohio State has outscored their opponents 91-6 in the third quarter. Maybe a third quarter over? I don't know. I don't want to mess with the second half. But what we do know is that the trend is slow starts. So let's count on that again. We're going to officially go with under 10 points in the first quarter of Ohio State versus Penn State. Please take a moment and do the professor a big favor and smash that like button down there. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I know he's eager to get back, and that stuff really helps him out, promotes the channel a little more for him. Look, I've been following the professor for years and working with him for a little bit over a year now. This guy is solid. His models are spot on. His bets perform awesome. I think he's the best in the business. He enjoys helping people, and he's become a good friend. He likes handing out a few free picks like this, but his best bets are on the website. You can join in for those premium picks for as low as 21 bucks. Go to mjpicks.com. There's a link below here in the description. The premium picks have been crushing it recently. We're up 10 units in the past 5 weeks. And if Duke would have... Let it go. We're up 10 units, which equates to 35% return on investment. Come on, get on board. Join as a premium picks at mjpicks.com. All right, back to it. The other game I want to talk about is the largest outdoor cocktail party, which will take place at 3:30 in Jacksonville, Georgia versus Florida. But now there's not really a lot to analyze here. In the last 10 games between these two, 9 times the game has been won by double digits, and most of the time by the favorite. And Georgia has won 6 of the last 7. When I looked earlier in the week, I saw there was Bulldogs -16. I just put a little star next to it, said probably, and moved on to the other games. Then as I went through the games again this morning, I saw it was down to -14.5. Wait, what? Money's coming in on Florida? So I started searching for news, injuries, or maybe another Bulldog got arrested for reckless driving. Didn't see anything of note. I found one pundit who thinks that Florida's DJ Lagway is like the next Jalen Hurts. Well, I'm an Eagle fan, and I'm not sure that's really a compliment. Regardless, Lagway has shown some bright spots this year, but I think he's headed into a buzzsaw. We saw against Texas that Georgia is pissed, and when they play angry, bad things happen to the opposing team. This year, first half Georgia unders have been straight cash, but this game smells a little different to me. I think Kirby Smart wants to lay the wood, and I think it's cocktail time for the Bulldogs. So shop around. I like anything under -17. I found it at -14. So we'll lay those 14 points and take the Dogs over the Gators. I see you, Todd. Z. Go Dogs. Bonus. Now for the upset of the week. Duke. This week, it's a little tougher to find one I really like. I've got one I kind of like. It's not Duke. I don't think they're going to beat Miami, although that would be great. I do like that going down to Central Florida. I've been fading UCF recently, several weeks now, and they've made some recent coaching changes, and they're really trying to mop up for their disastrous season. What's going on? I don't think they're going to get it fixed this week. So I'm going to throw a cheeseburger down on Arizona at +190 to beat UCF. Okay, that's it for now. Now get on with the premium picks at mjpicks.com, and good luck with the rest of your bets. And get well, Professor.